Good evening, everybody. Welcome to my recorded cooking show. Yay! Isn't that cool? Sarah's got no background. We just got a photograph of something in the back. And then we're going to go directly into the cooking show, folks. We got a pretty good lineup tonight. We got incredible ham sandwiches with Sarah. So we're going to
guest person on the show, right?
Yes, and Sarah's the guest for our cooking show. She's going to be doing her way of making sandwiches, and she's a great master sandwich maker. She's made sandwiches on the road when we travel, and she does this amazing thing with food, and you're going to see how wonderful she is making these great sandwiches in real time. So you got no green screen now.
I got a system going.
We got no green screen. We got the background of just the wall.
Okay, so wait, is this from the
This camera right
that
here.
Camera?
Mm-hmm.
The
So this is a movable camera. So
okay, so shall I add that? Okay.
We can go down on the.
All right, so maybe I'll just go down on that, or
Okay.
you can just turn it down.
Yeah, I'm just going to set it up so you guys
So
can
the
see
first
it.
thing that I will have.
Actually, what I want to do is I want to put that down. Hang on. And then I want to get another camera in there for you to see Sarah talking. So we kind of like do our normal two-party thing.
When you want to make a sandwich, are we recording already?
We are, yes.
You want to start with really good bread. That's the very first thing. So we have this organic great seed bread. It's non-GMO verified, USDA organic. And when you're making sandwiches, you could just have you can store this bread in the freezer, and then this is like 2 loaves would be in here.
Mm-hmm.
These were from Costco bags. So anyway, I just set it up right on this bag here, and I'm gonna make a couple sandwiches for both of us, so we'll have 4 sandwiches total. And notice that, of course, I wash my hands, but notice when I put them down, I decided this is an interesting technique. I make sure that the ones that are close to me, I'm gonna flip one way. Okay, and I have the ones farther away from me. So I have these, all the tops are flipping a certain way so that when you flip them onto each other, you end up with flipping the bread so you have one top, one bottom, one top, one bottom. I know some people don't like crust, but when you have good bread, the crust is so good, especially this bread, because it has nuts and seeds all along the edge of the crust, which makes it super, super tasty. And yes, it's all about symmetry. I love symmetry in a sandwich. All right, the next thing you're going to put on a good ham sandwich, of course, is mayonnaise. And notice again, it's organic mayonnaise and non-GMO. So to save some calories, we're only going to put mayonnaise on one side of the sandwich. Just make sure you take out any plastic when you open up the mayonnaise. All right, so I just put. Good thing you can kind of do the sandwich like that. And it's kind of like an assembly line when you're getting the sandwiches ready for a road trip. So then I've got each sandwich. I spread the mayonnaise out. Of course, you can put more mayonnaise, but the thing is that you want to know that mayonnaise can be fattening because it's made out of oil and eggs, of course. Oh my goodness, yes, it's made out of eggs, and you guys know I don't like eggs. But when you make the eggs into mayonnaise, it's fine. As long as you're not just eating mayonnaise. That's kind of gross. All right. But mayonnaise on a sandwich is really good. Still got a couple to do. Just spread out the mayonnaise evenly on the sandwich. And then I'm going to show you a trick that makes the whole sandwich really super delicious. But, and of course, these sandwiches are not super they're not skinny sandwiches. They'll be good, delicious sandwiches. We have lots of different toppings that I put on the sandwich, which makes it, that's what makes it so good. All right, so I got my mayonnaise on my sandwiches. Then what I'm gonna do, I've got to move this to make sure you guys see. How am I gonna fit all this in? All right, just working with space here. We're gonna work on the other side. And that is an avocado. Here is a beautiful avocado, and that is what you want on the other side of this. Do I pack this in a box lunch for David? Well, I do it for road trips, and so when we're both on the road, we do that. Okay, so let me move this over a little bit more. Yes, good. I'm going to move this camera this way. There we go, so you can get a little bit better of the avocado. Okay, so with this avocado, I slice all around it. Hopefully it's a good avocado. If it's not a good avocado, I'll give it to David and then he'll just eat it. Because David loves avocados. He eats them like, David will eat avocados like they're candy. It's one treat that David definitely gives himself is an avocado. Like that, man. The way to David's heart is through the avocado. So notice what I do with the avocado. You can't see it because of some kind of green screen feature. That doesn't make sense. Let me just change this thing going here. Color, layout, color. No chroma key. What will happen then? Okay. Yay. Okay, let me go back here. Now you can see the green avocado. Okay, and notice I slice it. There we go. So then you end up with like a little slice. And then you just put it right on the bread. And I continue to slice across. I might need another avocado since I have 4 sandwiches, but especially avocado is one thing that makes these sandwiches super delicious. I know avocado can be expensive. It's more expensive than David usually does for his cooking shows, which is one of the reasons that my sandwiches are so delicious. Okay. And I just continue making slices for my sandwiches, and that goes on the bread that's not on top. It's not right on top of the mayonnaise. It's actually, in a way, like a mayonnaise substitute. And if you can afford it and don't like mayonnaise or don't like mayonnaise, you could do avocado slices on both sides. And it just gives this really delicious creamy texture to your sandwiches. If I can do half an avocado on 2 of them, which I'm seeming to do pretty well. Oh, let me slide this over again so you guys can see what I just needed the cutting board just to slice the avocado. Now I need to bring my sandwiches back so they can see the beautiful avocado. Now I'm going to just get all the avocado goodness, creaminess in here. Use this half avocado here. Sorry I'm not responding to the chat that much, but I know that this is going to be going in a recording broadcast and I don't want people to say, like, who is she talking to? Because this is a recorded broadcast. And there are some people that are watching live right now, but if you're watching live or in recording, I thank you for hanging in there with me. All right, take the pit out and then again just slice, like you kind of like see how my knife is almost flat with the avocado. That's how I get these beautiful avocado slices. This always takes my time, but it's always a great process. And I was saying I wasn't responding to the chat because I know it's going to be a recorded broadcast anyway.
Well,
So,
we always wash our hands before we cook.
yes, of course. Yeah, I wash my hands off camera before I cook. I know that's one of the things, like, why don't they show people washing their hands? But yes, I do always wash your hands before you cook. It's a really good thing. And
thanks, Psycho Behavior. Take care.
thank you for watching the show. If you're leaving right now,
He has to go. Hey,
Right.
Scissor Fight has an avocado tree. His neighbor does. So how many avocados?
Yum, delicious.
You get some avocados for your neighbor, Scissor Fight? I love avocado trees.
David, one of his dreams would be to have an avocado farm.
Yeah, actually,
I mean,
my parents were going to buy one back in the 80s, and they didn't.
Huh.
It would have been so nice if they did.
It's like I was telling people, like, the way to David's heart is through an avocado.
He gives you lots of them. Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, you're luring me into your neighborhood just to get them.
Yeah.
Yeah, my friend who had a house and then he bought an even better house that we just did a show from. He had a house with like two beautiful bacon avocado trees here in California. Or in Oregon, wherever we are.
Well, I think they already know that we're in California because they figured that out a couple days ago.
We're here in California, and then he sold that house, and I was so disappointed because I was looking forward to visiting him and getting some of his avocados, and I never did. Oh, that's so good.
I don't think avocados grow that well in Oregon anyway.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Now.
Nice job.
And I'm finished with the avocados, and I had just enough for all 4 sandwiches.
Yeah.
The next thing that I do is
I'm going to cut those in half.
Actually, can you get me? No, I don't. Okay. Can you hand me the cucumber?
Yes. Coming up.
And I probably need a different.
I'll prep it for you.
Wash off your cucumber. That's a good idea. You should wash off your cucumber.
Now, this is an English cucumber, and they're about $1 to $1.50 a piece in California or.
I tell you, I take my time when I make sandwiches.
That's the best part
People
of her.
Said that it's like, oh, how can you have a cooking show that's an hour? Can you also hand me that knife over there?
Yes, of course.
And you can take this is garbage and this is.
Okay, and I'll take this. Any garbage.
There we go.
I can clean up after you. This is cool.
That's
I love
good.
it.
And you already cleaned this knife?
I'll clean it again. I just cleaned it once, but I'll make sure it's clean.
All right. So then you have an awesome thing, an awesome cucumber. How should I? Anyway, the next thing is an English cucumber. All right, and I don't really want the end. David, I'll give you this, and he can just munch on that as a little snack. Because of course, when you see someone cooking, it makes you hungry, and you want to eat. All right. So then you got to slice your cucumber, and what would I say? I don't know. A couple millimeters thick. That was like a millimeter. I know. I'm not a big whole cucumber. I don't think I could eat a whole cucumber. A cucumber whole. And either way you say that. I think I need a few more slices. Because the cucumber is going to go on top of my mayonnaise side. If you dip, cucumbers are really good dipped into like a dressing or a dip, a French onion dip is what I was thinking. You could put out a veggie tray. Many people don't think about putting out cucumbers on a veggie tray, but it tastes really good with like a good dip. So that's why I'm going to put it on the mayonnaise side, because the mayonnaise is kind of like a dip. All right, maybe that's good enough for the cucumber. All right, now let me bring back my sandwiches off to the side with the cucumbers. Back in with my sandwiches. So now I'm just going to lay these on top of my mayonnaise. These I'm going to kind of do randomly like that until I'm not randomly placing them. I'm actually purposely placing them first to make a little
Isn't that
5-star on
wonderful?
my.
I love this. I love the way you take your time and you're not hurried like I am. You're like the exact opposite of me.
I'm a slow chef.
I love it. The slow cooking movement
Could
is
you help?
actually growing.
Can you help me like open this cucumber up a little bit more, or maybe I can. I don't
You want me to like pull it like this way, so it pulls it off a little bit like that.
Yeah, that would be great.
Oh yeah, you need more cucumber. How much more do you need?
Uh,
Like that much?
I
Okay.
don't know.
You don't know? Okay, I'm gonna open up about an inch.
Maybe more than that.
Okay.
Here, do you want this to cut it? Because I think I need like another
Couple pieces.
1, 2, 3, 4 pieces.
Okay, one.
Maybe 5 pieces.
Oh, I hate these knives they give you at these store things. Okay, 5 pieces coming up.
Okay, awesome.
I think I'm off camera on my cucumber.
Oh yes, you will.
How's that? Is that enough?
That's perfect.
Okay.
Okay. So I've got my cucumber.
And see these things, you can roll them right over and then flip it like that, and they stay fresh. These English cucumbers are great.
Right. Let me put that here.
Cool.
Okay. Now that I've got cucumber, the next thing, of course, is you've got to have lettuce.
Oh, that's
organic. I mean, that's the thing about a
Okay.
good sandwich is you want to have lots of vegetables, avocado, cucumber. And what I like to do, which is kind of a funny way of, this is a really tricky thing I do with my sandwiches, which makes me a sandwich person, is first I cut it so it's like sandwich size. And then actually I don't like this piece.
Yes, I eat the stalks. They say there's more nutrition in the stalks, actually.
So
I'm gonna eat that.
And by the way, I rinsed all these lettuce leaves. But I actually, I cut, this is romaine lettuce, organic of course, and I cut along the stem. Okay, see that?
Mm-hmm.
That is one of my sandwich tricks, because then I actually lay this lettuce, well, this is so big, I'm going to do it this way. I lay it with the stem facing the oh, Sarah, think the crust. There you go. I actually purposely, like, I make it so, and sometimes what I'll do is, on this one I decided to put one on each piece, but sometimes what I'll do is I'll put I'll overlay them. But either way, if I overlay them, I start with the stem along the crust of the sandwich, so that when you overlay it, it has a leafy lettuce part in the center of the sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
And this one I'll show you in a second. I've got to slice all of these along the stem. I tell you, I am a sandwich person. It's a love that goes into my sandwiches. It makes them so delicious.
You are a sandwich person. In fact,
all right,
when I eat a sandwich on the road,
David actually eats these.
I eat these all the way down to the
like
bottom.
He just eats them like most people eat, like celery stalks or carrots or anything like that. I just eat them
straight up.
He just eats them. Watch, he'll put it in his mouth and start eating it.
Yeah,
it's so funny. All right. So anyway, on this, again, I'll put the stem on this side. Actually, sometimes I'll show you on this one, and then the stem on this one. So then when you bite into your sandwich, the stems are kind of on the outside and makes it crunchy. Oh, don't worry. We'll get a little pork in here in the sandwich. Mm-hmm. Man, these are really big. I'm going to do it I'm going to switch these out. This one is a lettuce.
And the geometry of the lettuce leaves really makes a big difference in how it sits. You're right.
I know. You think I'm funny, but it does. All right. I'm going to add this one in here. Beautiful. All right. Now comes, people said no pork in here or something, bacon. This is almost as good as bacon. No, it doesn't look that on screen. This is ham.
How many pieces are there?
There's exactly enough for
Whoa.
all the sandwiches.
Whoa, that's great.
So I've got,
That's
I'm going to
awesome.
put my ham. Where am I going to put my ham? I'm going to put my ham on top of my lettuce. Just spread it like
No,
that.
I can attest to having one of these sandwiches the other day. It was incredible. I'm serious. It's like, it's amazing. When you're riding on a road trip and you have one of these halves of a sandwich, that's all you need is a half to tide you over for an hour or so.
Mm-hmm.
Testimonials of the great, incredible ham sandwich. Brought
Yes.
to you by David.
Exactly. All right. Then we've got
Cool.
a sandwich.
Wow.
Beautiful. All right. And then, of course, one of my favorite parts of the sandwich is
the cheese. Yeah. I like the order that you use. You know, like the cheese touches the avocado.
Yes, it's all in a specific order. So here's this cheese goes on the avocado, and then the ham, and then the lettuce, and then the cucumber, and then the mayonnaise. Yep.
Now, are you gonna take another half hour to cut the ham sandwich? Because that.
Yes, I do need to cut this ham sandwich. Almost a half hour, because then after I make this sandwich for you, the next thing I'm gonna do is actually show you some other things that you can take on the road with you when you do a road trip.
And tricks to pack things.
Yes, and how to actually make a whole picnic basket.
Yeah.
All right, so then notice I flip it like that so that, like I said, there's a geometry of the crust are actually opposite of each other.
True. I like the way you do that too. That makes sense, because I normally do it the other way, and it doesn't.
Then you're getting you're always getting a bottom,
Mm-hmm.
and then it doesn't taste as delicious.
Right.
Like if you really like the tops, you eat the tops. This like forces people to have like your tops and bottoms. All right, and let me do one more thing. I'm gonna move this in here, off to the side, so then you can see how I cut these. Because then you've got this beautiful sandwich.
Wow, that is beautiful. Wow. Whoa, yeah. That is phenomenal.
Some people really like the sandwich.
That's incredible.
Okay.
It's an incredible sandwich.
Yes, there is condiments there. Well, this is the avocados, but the condiments is the mayonnaise. There's condiments in it. I don't really like to cut it diagonally. What do you guys think? Do you like it diagonally?
You know, like sometimes I do it the fancy way.
Okay, this is the fancy way. I'll do it the fancy way that David says.
I do it with an accent.
You do it like
the fancy way.
Like this, right?
When I serve it this way.
You're not totally cutting diagonal from corner to corner.
Mm-hmm.
You cut you start with halfway, like straight, and then instead you turn it just a little bit. So it's like, so then you have your awesome ham sandwich right there. All right.
Fancy cut.
Then what I'm going to do, which I did the other day, which was really great, is I'm going to start with this one. I need a paper towel.
Okay. You want to do anything like tomatoes or anything?
Oh, yes, I can show people how so then you show me, get some tomato. So then for the how do we keep cool? I'm going to tell you all of that. I still have 28 minutes to tell you how to keep cool and when you're packing your sandwiches.
You really cut that fast. I'm surprised you cut that as fast as you did.
Oh, I know. Because I'm going to tell them everything. So then the other thing you bring with you is some tomatoes, some grape tomatoes. And then you serve them on the side.
And you also have
your ham sandwich.
This is a typical item.
That's not just... David, don't rush. Slow down. You're going too fast.
I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to let you talk.
All right. Can you please get me a paper towel?
Yes. Hold up.
Because the thing I do, I only cut one sandwich, and you said I'm surprised how fast you cut it, but I only did one, and I have 4. So then I put a paper towel, and then I'm going to put the next sandwich
Now you can replace that with saran
Yes,
or wax
no.
paper.
Wax paper, okay, but not saran.
Not saran.
Because Sarah is an environmentalist.
Right.
Paper towel is perfect. Paper plate, perfect. You know, those can compost and not be a problem.
Toilet paper, not perfect.
Oh
not perfect toilet. Do not use toilet paper in between your sandwiches.
okay.
I know your toilet paper is biodegradable, but it's not appropriate.
It's too biodegradable. You want to make sure that it's. Oh goodness, it's so funny.
Am I going too fast?
No.
You don't want to do this?
You are going too fast because I don't. Do you have 4?
Yes.
Okay.
I've already prepared for you. I didn't want it to sit on the paper towel because of the chlorine issues.
Okay. So then I got my paper plates, paper towel.
Yes, more paper towels. Now these you can get unbleached paper towels, but these are bleached for security and safety and hygienity. Am I going too fast? I'm sorry.
David does. He's like, I hope he takes slower and longer. But then he's like, this and this and this, and he's just used to his show where he has to like his cooking show. It's like he does these gourmet meals, and
I gotta calm down with my shows. I go too fast. I need to create.
You have to enjoy what you're cooking and cutting and slicing and dicing.
Enjoy it.
Oh, and then we have all right. So we have our next sandwich. Sorry, I should probably notice that was the back of my hand, not the front of my hand. So I touched my forehead. I know I should go wash my hands after that, and I will right after I cut this last sandwich. Okay, so we got one more sandwich to go. Looks like I'm cutting. Maybe anyway. Got one more sandwich to go that we're cutting. Last plate. Get all your paper plates. I will show you the name of the bread in 1 minute. It's actually called Great Seed Bread. It's by Franz makes it. It's a organic great seed bread.
Yeah, it's really good. We got these for 2 loaves for $5 over at Costco last week.
Okay, I need one more paper towel.
Okay, come on.
And then I'm going to show you what I do to pack it. I have it already on a paper plate and, of course, the paper towel on the top. And one more paper towel.
Gotcha. There you go.
You can get them at Costco, the Great Seed Bread. I've also seen it at just a regular grocery store as well.
Yeah.
So
this is Washington, though. It's not all over the country.
That's true. Washington, Oregon, I think, also has it.
They've delivered to Oregon and California.
Sarah, I thought you said you did not like ham. I only like ham if it's on a sandwich that I make.
Yes.
All right. Here, and I know, no, normally I don't like ham, except I know David does like ham a lot. So
yeah.
This, since David's doing this trip for me, I decided to do ham for David.
Thank you, sir.
All right. So one of the things, being an environmentalist, I'll take this bag that I would have thrown out anyway, and I'm going to put all of my sandwiches on my paper plates right inside of this bag.
No. Oh, wow.
So
let me help you
when we're on our picnic tomorrow,
let me help you with that. That's
I'll
so
be
cool.
able to just grab out
and recycle
one of these plates. Oops.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And hand it off to David and grab out a plate for myself.
You even got the tie clips over there.
Yeah. I think that really good with this right, but yes. Okay.
Oh, we got a tie clip right there.
Okay.
We got a tie clip.
And a tie clip cut from either the bag or the bread bag.
Am I going too fast? I guess.
Yes, slow down. Twist.
Slow down, you're going too fast. Try to make the moment last.
And then these go right into a
That's right, the plastic bread, scissor fight.
refrigerated section.
It's real natural bread.
There isn't much ham on it, so that's one of the things that make it really good.
Now,
All
tell them
so
briefly. I want to interrupt because this will take more time.
Okay.
Okay. Tell them briefly about how we took this product, which we got on sale for $2, this guacamole.
That was a little tricky, though, I have to say, David.
Oh, because that was the real taste fest.
Okay, it was a taste fest, and would you like me to take it and put some on there?
Nope.
All right.
I'm saving that for later.
But it was, I would do guacamole, not necessarily this layered guacamole, because this one David got on sale, but the reason I didn't like this one is because it's actually a layer of roasted corn. So I had it, but fortunately it did have like a layer of guac under there. So I actually had to pull the corn aside, and I ate the corn and got the guac, and that's how I did the avocado on the road.
I want you to have a treat tonight.
David, see, I told you he eats these like candy.
I love it.
Watch David will like just be eating these all night.
Can
you hand me the celery, please, and maybe watch it?
Okay.
I'm gonna take it. I'm just gonna wash my hands off. It's on the door.
Oh, okay. These items we got organic from Trader Joe's. It's got a lot of products that they sell.
Right.
Trader Joe's is a pretty good product provider. All these were for $2. They were right on the edge where they have to be, sold. So we got a good deal on those.
Throw that away.
Organic celery is not. You normally don't get that much.
And can you show those hummus?
Oh yeah, sure.
Ooh, I can see why it was on sale.
This is a nice road item if you want a natural vegan alternative to eating.
Or if you just want another side treat. So I'm going to be taking a couple of these hummus with me. These we did get at Costco, but like these are so cool because it's just single item, single serving size. So we'll be taking a couple of those with us tomorrow, or just one, whatever. And then can you put these tomatoes back, because I'm going to use this container.
You want them?
I do. I want them. What do you mean I don't want them? I was going to take that whole container.
Yeah. You want to put them back? Why don't you just add to them?
No, because I'm going to put celery in it.
Oh, I thought you could add celery on top.
Okay, but I'd rather.
You don't want the tomatoes in the tray?
I want the other container. I thought that.
There's your container.
Anyway.
There's your container.
All right. So one thing I want to show you about celery that's a must, I think. Total must. Must do.
Okay.
Is you need to de-string your celery.
Oh yeah.
David does not always take time to de-string his celery because, like David says, am I in a rush? And
no, it's good roughage actually. If you need probiotica.
But it's so much better if you de-string it. Okay. I mean, it is so much better.
Right.
You can have that one on the.
You don't want any avocado?
Why don't you sit down and show people how you eat avocado?
Mm-hmm. I better go on full camera to do this.
You're on full camera.
Not on full camera.
Yes, it's down here. You said.
Yeah, but I got it there too. But I want it full color. Right. Hang on. One of my favorite food items is avocado. Oh, there's the sponge or bread video from the Julian Bakery. That is the funniest video, folks. If you click on that, I'm going to add that to our link tonight. Scissor fight. That is the funniest video. Thank you for finding it. This guy actually had.
So
we're wasting time, just so you know.
Okay. Good.
This guy, Julian. Well, he's got hair similar to mine. He calls it the Julian Bread Company. That he ordered a whole box of this stuff, and he put it on YouTube. He's got almost 500,000 views on this little guy, and he talks about this bread that's like rubber. Okay, back to my avocado. All right, so I love avocados. Somebody told me, David, your hair grows so great with avocados, and it's true. You can actually get a better hair growth with avocados, I've noticed. Yeah, and I'm going to show you how I eat it. You pull the pit out, and then you dip a spoon into it. Now, you can put salt on it.
But David doesn't do that.
Don't ever say that, Mad Dog. Avocado is really good for you. You can put salt on it, but I don't. You can put Worcestershire sauce on it. That was what I was raised on. But the best thing that avocados go well with is mayonnaise. If you're really into gaining weight, Mad Dog, you might want to try it with mayonnaise. Lots of it. All right. So you're looking at an avocado here that is fresh. Mmm. Mmm. Mayo and garlic on your, oh yeah, especially you put cilantro in your guacamole. This is like a foodgasm. Just before, we have 15 more minutes of Sarah, hang on. Can I finish this? You want some?
For me?
Mmm. That's so good. Wow.
We went out and David had to pick up
I can't control eating it.
avocados today.
I got a few avocados today when I was out. Yeah.
Because he's like, he has to have his avocados.
Sweet onion is bad for you socially. These sandwiches are designed so that when you pull into a gas station or a truck stop, you don't meet somebody like Lot Lizard, who smells like an onion. You know. David, eating avocado deserves its own emote. Thank you. Yeah, so if you meet somebody like Lot Lizard, who's obviously, you know, there's a word for Lot Lizard. It means something. I haven't looked it up yet, though. Hello, DT. Welcome. Welcome to our casual show here. Avocado is so good for you. Yeah, you wouldn't need to have any surgeries or anything. It's good for your gut, too. All right.
Back to me.
Here it is.
Okay, I think
And I'm going to drop the camera down on the celery.
I'm going to do one more thing. And then...
Okay, we introduced. This was brought to you by the Celery Stock Foundation. Getting stem celery to work for you. The stem celery union of your cells with a stem of the celery to create the stem
I wonder
cell.
if I should put this little camera thing instead of having it down here. I'm going to move it up here. Okay, and make it a little bit bigger.
Okay.
There we go. And then I need to move that. I need to move this in the background. The words.
Cool. I love it. Love avocados. Just love them.
I know, David does love avocados.
I just love at least one avocado a day for me.
David's like, yeah, that's how he feels. I just had a knife that I just rinsed off. Okay. And I don't know when it works. Oh, there you go.
And I'll take this off your hands. Thank you.
Okay, so we have celery right here, and I thought I had this one, but I don't know what happened there. Oh, okay, got it. There we go. Got it. Okay. This side, maybe I'm going to put it over on this side. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so here I have celery, and one of the things that we're going to do is we're going to prep some celery sticks to go with our awesome hummus. And as we're prepping the celery, so I'm going to cut off all the edges just a little bit. David would maybe throw that into a soup, I don't know. But
you can throw that compost.
Or compost it. Yeah. Except sometimes I can't compost on the road, but that's okay because I think about the Roosevelt Regional Landfill and that it too needs some biomass to produce its methane to convert to electricity. Maybe there's other biomass conversion places around the country, so that's good. Oh, I could make ants on the log peanut butter on celery with raisins. You could say I could do something like that. Or Yes, and I could take some peanut butter with me. That's always good.
Well, you can also get portable peanut butters. You know, you can carry loosely, separately.
Yeah.
They're kind of cute.
All right. So I'm putting all that. They are, where did I put them? Okay. Put them somewhere.
No, don't worry.
Okay. String celery. See all these strings hanging out here? I know some people say, oh, those make really good roughage, but it just does not. Oh, my sandwich looks so good. You made a kale tomato sandwich on grain bread. Good. It's just not tasty. You don't like eating that. It just makes you not want to eat celery. So if you see them sticking out, the best thing to do is just grab a hold of them and slide down. And then you have your celery string right there. Again, I've got some here I can pull out that way. But if there none are hanging out like this, you go and you can actually kind of sometimes see them. You cut your, without cutting towards yourself, you cut along the edge to find them so that they hang out. So you put your, let's see, you put your knife like that, and then it kind of gets it loose. Good one to start with is from the roots, though.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can kind of figure out where it is.
Wow. There you
And
go.
this is de-stringing your celery.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Because who wants to eat that? It's like eating hair.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like, so anyway, if you have a sharp,
Sharpie.
if you have sharp fingernails, you can actually almost do it without it. But otherwise, you just kind of cut at an angle. Can you feel it? And you just pull all that celery string out. And then, when you'll notice that people will say, oh, this celery is like, actually tastes good. Normally, I don't like celery. It's because people have been feeding them all this celery string, and
Yeah.
it's not delicious.
True.
It's just, all right. So again, on the white, you cut like at an angle to kind of get a starter. So you get this little piece. As long as you didn't cut it all off, you have this little piece to pull on, and then you pull it away from the celery.